Movies and TV shows are talked about the most, but why don't people talk about the music anymore? Well, I'm here to fill in that gap for you. Welcome to the Rhythm Podcast, where we inform you on the music world. I am your host, Autumn Scott, and let's keep up with the rhythm. Hey, yo, welcome to the Rhythm Podcast. I'm your host, Autumn Scott, and let's see what stories we have going on this week. So, rapper YG this week tweeted out to his fans that he would release a dedication track, and did he deliver? Oh, yes, he did deliver. It's his first single from his new album, Still Crazy, titled One Time Coming, and it's dedicated to and it mentions the fears that black men face through police brutality and kind of society as in general right now. So if you haven't listened to it, you should give it a listen. YG is usually brutally honest in his music, and he just takes a toll on police brutality. He has been lately. So I'm glad to see an artist supporting that and just talking about what's actually going on instead of trying to hide behind it with certain kinds of music. So I applaud him for that. Next, we have Macklemore. Well, earlier this month, he sat down with President Obama on an episode of MTV Doc, which was about the opioid crisis. I talked about it in the first podcast. If you haven't listened to it, please go take a listen. Anyway, he recently recalled his past struggles with drugs through the visual for which uses powerful images such as him laying in a bed full of pills and going back to some memories that he had when he was struggling with that. And it really opens the public's eyes to what really goes on with drugs. I think that he is really just pushing himself right now, and it's brave for him to come that way. Not trying to say it like that, but it takes a lot for someone to open themselves out to their fans. So, I hope it gets all the success it needs, and I've seen it. It was pretty moving to me. So, you should also take a listen to it, watch the video, experience it for yourself. It really is something. It makes you think a little bit about things going on with drugs and the struggles of drugs, and I think he accomplished his goal there. So applause to him also. And now let's get to the real stuff. Well, Ray J responded to Kanye from Kanye West's release of his song Famous, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows about, concerning the fact that it had like celebrity lookalikes all laying in the same bed. It was kind of a big story for a while. Kanye had featured a Ray J lookalike in the Famous video next to Kim Kardashian. Some of you probably have noticed that. Others probably weren't paying attention. I didn't really pay attention to it until later on. But Ray J, instead of taking legal action for him using his image or his lookalike image in a video, he responded with a single and video of the same title, also called Famous. And it will be featured on his upcoming album Redemption, and will feature Chris Brown. Now, I feel like he's kind of going at this kind of in a different way, but maybe there is a point to this, but he says, and I quote, "You can't fault me, Chris, for responding to all the things that have been done about us in the media over the last few months." Which, I mean, he does have a point. Kanye did use them in his video, but also he didn't really, he just did it to prove a point. He used everybody else too, and I haven't seen anyone else come after Kanye like that. I'm not saying I'm on his side, I'm not saying I'm against him, but you know, like, Ray J, like, the way he's coming at this, I'm not really too sure about it, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some drama in the past few days, so I can't wait for that. And, well, Ray J said, like, in a recent interview that Redemption will be a controversial album where he will set the record straight on everything. So, I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of things are going to come open, so I can't wait for that. So, yeah, let's just see how it goes in the past few days, and I will update you if anything comes up. So now, on to the next thing. Ice Cube. Yeah, no, he's not making a new album. No, they're not getting NWA back together. I really wish they would, but no, they're not. He plans to work with Disney again. Yes, he plans to work with Disney. They are teaming up for a modern take on Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist, which they have done a few remakes in the past with the Broadway show and the animated movie. Well, Cube is set out to be one of the producers of the modern remake, and he's set to also star in a comedy called First Flight through New Line Comedy, which opens up February 17th, 2017. And they say that Oliver will be a cross between many genres, including hip-hop, so that seems to be interesting. And Ice Cube is set to play Fagin in the new remake, so I can't wait to see that when it comes out. He's really good at acting and producing, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something to look for. So you should keep that in mind. I know I will keep that in mind, and we'll just go from there. And last but not least, yes, I'm mentioning Kanye West again. This is continuing from a story from last week. So, as I said in the last episode, Frank Ocean was ineligible for the 2017 Grammys, which, of course, yes, it's Grammy season. We all know it's Grammy season. But he was ineligible because he could not turn in his paperwork on time. Which, you know, for everybody, need to get your paperwork done. I will say that again. Well, Kanye West supports Frank Ocean and says that he will not attend the Grammys if Frank Ocean is not nominated. And Kanye has said during his concert last Saturday in Oakland, California, he said, and I quote, "I'll tell you right now, if his album is not nominated in no categories, I'm not showing up to the Grammys." Ooh, looks like the Grammys are really gonna have to consider this. Although I'm pretty sure they're not gonna change the rules, but you know, it is nice to see artists supporting other artists. So I think it's pretty good that Kanye is supporting Frank Ocean. However, get your paperwork in on time, people. It is serious. So with that being said, I will keep you updated with Grammy season 2017 when news comes up. So maybe there will be, probably. Alright, so that's all the time we have today. That's all the news I have for you today in the Rhythm Podcast. Remember to stick to the rhythm. Please like this video, drop a comment, subscribe, tell all your friends, do what you gotta do. I'll see you next time on the next episode. And just remember, just keep the rhythm going.